Yo, what's going on, people? I'm about to go to Publix and get me some dinner. That's right, with my own money. Buy me some food. Finish reading my chapter out of my textbook, and I'm calling it a night. But I'm gonna tell you this little advice for people out there. I made up a little term called handling my business sexual. Now that's a lot to say. I may try to find another word. I might try to find a way to shorten it so it could have a little catch to it. But this is what I want to tell you. Because I was always told as a kid, man, nobody out here, nobody cares. No one gives a DAMN about you out here. No one cares about you. It's a cold world out here. And that's true. But the very same people that say that, they feel like, because I was a real loner as a kid. And I didn't really care for friends or like relationships. After 14, 15, I was a real loner. So my dad would always say things like, that's a very sad life. He wasn't calling me sad, but I just said, I remember I would say things like, I don't care about friends. I don't care about people. And he'll say things like, that's a real sad life. But you just told me no one cares about anyone out here. So why should it matter if I don't want to deal with people if no one cares about anybody? If no one cares about anybody, no one should get married. No one should have a girlfriend. No one should have a boyfriend. No one should have a husband. But I broke that down in one video. I said relationships and marriage, a lot of it is fixated on mainly sex and companionship, because I just asked the question, what do men have in common with women, and what do women have in common with men where they are just friends? I mean, your wife is like your friend, but you're never a friend with a woman where you have common interests like you would with another man. Now you can have things in common with women, but most of the time, interests that women have, men don't want nothing to do with. If they're gonna go see some girly play like Rent, for example, they'll have they'll say they'll go out with their girlfriends, right? Not their husband, but their girlfriends, and watch this play while the husband is glad he doesn't have to go. But I'm not worried about none of those things, such as dating, marriage, kids, of course, because I would not be able to afford kids at this point in my life. I'm trying to finish college by the age of 32. I mean, this school I'm in right now, I want to transfer, and by 32, I want to be done college. But I'm worried about my career, my money. I do that every day, and putting food in my mouth. Nothing else. I'm going to tell you and look you in the camera when I say this. I don't believe in magic, but I do believe praying a lot has healed me from temptation. I want to look you in this camera and tell you this. And then maybe it's just a coincidence because I'm in school, but I don't have no interest. I'm not saying that I'm asexual, but I don't have interest at this moment in my life of having sex. I don't have interest. And I think what has caused me to feel this way is my near-death experience, because I think about where I'm going to go when I die for eternity, and also just seeing how better my brain works when I don't engage in self-pleasure. But I don't have interest at this moment. Also because being a college student, having to read 600-page books and PowerPoints and type papers, you can't ejaculate yourself on a daily basis because your brain cannot function right. Let me just give you some game for people in school. All the things that seem cool, you can't do those things in school. You can't vape, you can't smoke weed, because you're not going to be able to retain what you learn abusing your brain by ejaculating yourself, doing drugs, drinking, partying. Those things will make you not want to attend the school and drop out. With me being older and wiser, I understand how your body works. You need those very chemicals that you release from your body from ejaculation. You need those chemicals to function right, to read. I can't read a book if I engage in self-pleasure. So I'm going to be in school for 5 years. So yeah, it may turn out that I'll be I'll be just a prune for the next 5 years, and I'm proud of that because I have money in my pocket. I don't have to worry about no kids. I don't have to worry about nothing, but just me. But I promote that with women as well because I don't like to just I don't like to encourage men. I'm not saying all women out here are bad, but I just promote self-reliance, taking care of yourself first. That's what you need to do. Don't worry about other people. Don't if you're a virgin, embrace that because it's wonderful. We got too many people out here catching STDs and HIV. Embrace your virginity. Don't have anybody take that away from you unless they're your husband or your wife. But same thing with women. Worry about your career, worry about your money, worry about things that can benefit you. Because I'm going to tell you this. Not all men are like this, but a large majority of men, all they look at women as is sex objects. And I'm just telling you that how it is. Men are sexual beings. Why do you think when they go to jail, they sleep with other men? Because they don't sleep with men like masculine men. They sleep with a man that has the traits of a female because they love women, but they need something to help them relieve themselves of all that tension. If you locked up for 15 years, I wouldn't do this, but men resort to having sex with other men because they're sexual beings. It's no such thing for the most part as a man that stays faithful. Why do you think in other cultures men have multiple wives? Men, I will stay faithful if I get married to my wife, but men for the most part aren't faithful. Don't waste your time on relationships. It's nice to something to do, but being older, you just realize that you're better off just focusing on you, and whatever comes in the near future, go for it. But worry about yourself for the time being.